Welcome to the YCN Game of the Week. This week, YCN travels to Hartford, Vermont, as the #1 Hurricanes host the #5 Middlebury Tigers in this Vermont High School Division I Tournament semifinals. The Game of the Week is brought to you by Ramonto's Brick Oven Pizza in Claremont, always fresh. La Valley Building Supplies, for home improvement and construction from concept to completion. Casasa, free checking that pays, now available at Claremont Savings Bank. And HR Clough, the home energy specialist and Kearsarge Heating Oils.
Back here in Hartford, Vermont, you're watching the YCN Game of the Week. 4th and inches for the Hartford Hurricanes, looking to punch through and score for the first time as we begin this second quarter. Middlebury out in front right now by a score of 7-0. Here's the snap, and easily going to get in for the Hurricanes. That is number 43, Hunter Perkins, the junior running back. Gets some points on the board for the Hurricanes. 7-6, still Middlebury lead, but the point after touchdown coming up here for the Hurricanes.
Stay tuned at the end of today's gridiron matchup for the Ramonto's Brick Oven Pizza Play pick of the game. Ramonto's Pizza, always fresh.
Hartford lining up for the extra point. With the hold is going to be Tyler Hamilton. He's got it. Ball is down and up through the uprights. It is no good, actually. Looked like that went through.
Number 43, Perkins on the Hartford touchdown, and the point after attempted was no good.
Yeah, it really did look like that went through, but hard to tell from our angle.
Yeah, I think that was might have been number 31, Reese Thompson. I think that was with the attempt, but unsuccessful. Middlebury still up by a point. It's 7-6 as Tigers are now going to receive the ball for the first time.
Yeah, and as I said earlier in this game, it's so valuable to have a reliable kicker on your team.
Exactly.
You can get the extra points and maybe even some close field goals. A lot of schools don't have that. They just kind of rely on basically the most athletic kid who can kind of kick the ball. But, you know, the Hanover team that we saw last week, they have a very reliable kicker. We saw him make a number of nice kicks. And again, having a kicker who can be successful, that's huge.
Well, this is the first time tonight we're going to see Hartford with a kickoff, and it looks like it is going to be this time number 43, Hunter Perkins, again with it, with the tee. Teeing that up at the 40-yard line for the Hurricanes. Down by 1 right now, just underway here in this second quarter. 7-6. Tigers leading the Hartford Hurricanes. Again, Perkins lining up, ball at the 40. Getting the signal, and he's ready. Kick comes, it's away, and it's a line drive, which is going to be picked up at the 30, and going to be brought down at the 40 is Middlebury. Looks like that's number 13 being brought down, Carl Kaufman for the Tigers, and looks like just right at the 40 is where the Tigers will start their drive.
Our next YCN Monday night high school game of the week will feature another football semifinal from the New Hampshire side of the river. Game of the Week premieres at 7:30 p.m. on Monday.
7-6 right now, Middlebury with the lead over the Hartford Hurricanes right now here in Hartford, Vermont. With the ball, that is going to be, again, it looks like Andrew Gleason, the quarterback for Middlebury. Handoff up the middle. Going to be getting a couple yards on the play, brought down right about the 44-yard line. Looks like it was going to be, trying to see who had the ball, was at number 41 there, Spencer Carpenter. Either way, he gets a few yards for the Tigers. It's going to be 2nd and 5 coming up for Middlebury. Once again, with the stop there by Koloski for Hartford. It's going to be, again, now with it, number 18, Andrew Gleason hangs onto it himself, doesn't get much. As a matter of fact, he's going to be pushed back about 3 yards on the play for a loss there for the Tigers.
And I believe number 3, Brett McLaren, who we had been talking about, who wasn't in on offense, is in on defense. So maybe they just went with different running backs. I don't know. I mean, the game that we covered, McLaren ran for hundreds of yards, but Hurricanes taking a different approach here tonight. 3rd and 6 for Middlebury. It's going to be kept on the ground and brought forward just shy of a first down. With that now is going to be number 41, Spencer Carpenter, again the senior, carrying the ball. Going to be brought down just on the Middlebury side of midfield and short. That's going to bring up 4th and 1 for the Tigers. And I believe that was number 43, Hunter Perkins there, the junior with the tackle for the Hurricanes. And Let's see if the Hurricanes can stop Middlebury. This would be a big play right on the 50-yard line.
Crunch time. It's going to be, looks like, actually, no, they're going to punt this away on 4th and 1. No, we didn't see it. Neither of us saw it. Punted away, though, by number 81, Doug DiLorenzo. And it's going to be bouncing down. It's going to take a Middlebury bounce and finally going to be touched up right around the 19-yard line for Hartford. It's okay, we both missed that. We thought that they were going to go on the 4th and 1, but instead kicked that away, and it's going to be Hartford's ball once we take another TV timeout. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Back here, Hartford High School, Middlebury leading 7-6, 9:57 left to go in the second period. Now Hartford with the ball. Getting pulled down, looked like was Cody Rhodes. Again, been saying his name a lot tonight. Got the ball in the backfield, but not going to get much on that. As a matter of fact, it's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up for the Hartford Hurricanes.
Stay tuned at the end of our telecast with the H.R. Clough Kearsarge Heating Oil turning up the Heat Player of the Game when we'll pick the top performer in tonight's matchup.
Well, once again, we're still a long time away from the end of the game, but Cody Rhodes, that is a name we've been saying a lot. Didn't get much on that play, but we'll see now where they decide to spot that. It is again going to be, looks like 2nd and 10 coming up. Excuse me, penalty coming up. Declined by the Tigers. So it is going to be a little bit of a Hartford loss here. It's going to be bring up 2nd and 12. Did not see what the penalty was.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. Not sure, but must have been minor enough for Middlebury to decline, especially since Hartford just did lose some yardage.
So once again, that's going to bring Farnsworth out under center. This time, pitch back. Brought up through the middle and a nice run, and he is going to be gone if he doesn't get caught. That's Cody Rhodes again. He's going to the 40, 35, 30, and gets all the way down to the Middlebury 25. Huge play here and a huge gain for Hartford. They needed that one, and there's that name again, Cody Rhodes, so far the star of the night.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes, another big run there. And it looked like he had room to run, and he decided to kind of roll to the left to create some space, but that allowed the Middlebury defender to catch up to him. But nonetheless, Cody Rhodes, another huge run. And Hartford needs some more plays like that if they want to compete here tonight.
Didn't see who that Middlebury defender was, but looked like he was going to beat him in a foot race there. Started gaining on him, but so maybe it was the smart thing to do, try to cut. But again, 1st and 10 now for the Hurricanes up across the left side, getting some yardage there. It looks like about half the distance to that first down marker is going to be, once again, number 12, Tyler Hamilton on the play there. 2nd and 5 here for the Hurricanes as they are once again threatening here tonight.
Yeah, Hurricanes with another good run. Picked up 6 yards. And yeah, Hamilton and Rhodes, they've really been the two running backs, the two workhorses so far for Hartford. Taking a number of big hits, but they're looking good, especially Rhodes. Let's see what they do right here.
Gavin Farnsworth hands it off. Coming up through the middle, a little bit of a gain here for the Hurricanes, just inside the 20 right now. With that on the play, was that Cody Rhodes again, I think. Once again, Rhodes getting some more yardage tonight as he pushes the ball just inside the 20. Going to bring up about 3rd and 4 here for the Hurricanes. A couple of signals here from Farnsworth. Heads over to the sidelines to maybe get a couple of plays here on that 3rd down call. Back into the huddle right now. As once again, Hartford is threatening 7-6 right now in favor of Middlebury. 7:37 left to go in this second quarter. Hand off to number 43, Hunter Perkins. Drives up through the middle. He gets stopped. But is it enough for a first down? And a late penalty flag comes in after the play. So usually you see unsportsmanlike or late hits on that, but waiting to get, it is going to be actually, was that a pass interference play or a call there? It looked like, but the ball wasn't in the air, but it looked like he just made the motion for pass interference.
Yeah, that's confusing.
We'll get the official word coming up right here, but either way, it is going to be a Hartford penalty coming up with 7:28 left to go in this second quarter. And here is the official call once the conference at midfield. Personal foul. So there it was. It was probably a late hit there in the on the ground which usually brings up usually a 15-yard penalty, and they're going to be marching that ball back right now. Indeed, it looks like they're going back 15 yards, and we've seen this before. Hartford's been penalized some good yardage so far tonight, and this is probably going to hurt them again.
Yeah, this one stings, and they almost had enough for a first down, but obviously you don't need to measure it if they're going to get a penalty, a personal penalty like that, and Hartford, it'll be
first and 10.
It'll be first and 10.
Okay. First and 10. Referees apparently know more than us up here in the press box, but first and 10, usually it's a loss of yardage, but it is going to be first and 10, moving the chains back, starting from about the 30, and Hartford going up the far side. Stopped, brought down by a couple of Middlebury defenders. With that is number 43, brought down Hunter Perkins. Going to get maybe a couple of yards on that one. Bring up second down, under 7 minutes left to play in this first half.
Nice job there by Perkins, fighting for some extra yardage. Did meet a number of Middlebury defenders that he could not get past. And there are some plays, I've noticed a couple of Hurricane defensemen maybe a little confused, not covering the right person. They have had a number of good running plays where they have created holes, but maybe some guys aren't on the same page, but let's see what they do here on second down.
Second and 5, Farnsworth, pitch back again, once again to Cody Rhodes. Rhodes driving, throw it forward, gets some yards, and he's going to be brought down just shy of that first down marker, which is going to bring up third down here, just inside the 25-yard line for Hartford.
Our replays are being brought to you by Kasasa. Free checking that rewards in cash each month. Ask for Kasasa at Claremont Savings Bank. Qualifications and rules apply. See bank for details. Member FDIC.
Coming up 3rd and 1 is actually the official call here, as that's going to be marked just outside the 20-yard line for Hartford. Here's Farnsworth again, under center. In motion now is going to be Hunter Perkins. Going to be taken away back up by Cody Rhodes. Rhodes easily has a Hartford first down as he pushes across the 15-yard line, just inside the 15. And we'll see another first down coming up here for the Hurricanes as they still find themselves on the short end of a 7-6 score. As the visiting team, the Middlebury Tigers, lead this one on an early score earlier in that first quarter. Coming up slowly on halftime right now. They would love to head to the locker room for halftime with a little bit of a lead, and they are threatening right now as we see Hartford lining up. This is going to be, again, Farnsworth with the ball under center with the snap. And it's going to be a flag early as no matter what happens, it's probably going to be brought back here. It is going to be illegal motion is the call on Hartford. So, indeed, that will be brought back. A lot of penalties tonight here for the Hartford Hurricanes in this first half.
Yeah, they're certainly not helping themselves out with all these flags. Hopefully, in the locker room, they can talk it over, calm down a little bit. But they've definitely been shooting themselves in the foot. And just like you said, Chris, they would love to score a touchdown here, take the lead going into the locker room.
Illegal motion is the call. They will keep the first down. And the call is 1st and 15 now, so it's going to be brought back for the Hurricanes. We're going to spot this ball once again at the 20-yard line, which is where we were starting a few minutes ago. And Hartford trying to, again, move forward without any of those yellow flags flying. We're seeing a lot of those on the Hartford side of the ball tonight. Farnsworth again in motion is going to be Hunter Perkins. And what did we just say? Another flag, and it looks like it's going to be, this is probably going to be a false start here for Hartford coming up here, as usually, again, that's what you normally see here as a little conference going on the near side of the field. It is indeed a false start. It is going to be indeed on Hartford. So with that, another penalty, pushing the ball back another few yards for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, once again, Hartford not doing themselves any favors. I mean, false starts, offsides. I mean, those are the penalties that a coach is really going to get frustrated about. And I mean, Hartford, they just need to calm down, know what they're doing, listen for the snap, be ready, be focused, And let's see the play call here on 1st and 20.
What we need is another Cody Rhodes run like we had earlier in this drive here. They're going to spot this right at the 25. It is 1st and 20 now for the Hurricanes with the snap. Going to keep it. Now tosses it to the near side. It's going to be caught and brought down. The receiver on that for the Hurricanes is going to be number 12. That's Tyler Hamilton. And still not enough for a first down, but inside the, looks like inside the red zone, just outside, right at the 12-yard line. They're going to spot this. So it looks like it's going to bring up about 3rd and 8 for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, nice job by Hamilton there, and very good job by Farnsworth. Looked like he maybe was thinking about running the ball himself, but he saw an open Hamilton, decided to throw the ball, picked up 12 yards, 12 very crucial yards. So instead of a 1st and 20, which they just had, I mean, now it's a 2nd and 8. Very effective play. Let's see what they do here.
Well, that was the word right there you used, crucial. Definitely needed that. Cody Rhodes now, crucial to hand it to him. He's still on his feet, finally going to be brought down inside the 10 and close to a first down, but it is going to bring up, looks like, 4th down with probably about 2 yards to go. And do you go for it, or do you kick a field goal and get 3 here?
Well, it's hard to say. You know, I mean, the kicker, we saw him already miss an extra point.
Give me 3rd down right now.
Right, and if they don't convert here and it is 4th down.
Yeah, I was getting ahead of myself.
Right. It's hard to say. I mean, they know their kicker, and he just missed an extra point, so I don't know if he's very reliable for a field goal.
3rd down. It's going to be brought up, and no field goal needed. It is a touchdown. Cody Rhodes for the Hartford Hurricanes is going to put them on the board for another 6, 12-7 right now in the second with 3:05 left to go.
A nice job by Rhodes finding the hole, making the run, securing the ball. Hurricanes taking the lead. That's got to feel good. This crowd loves it. And if they can play defense for another few more minutes, they can go into halftime with the lead. That definitely feel good. Definitely changed the beginning of this game.
Well, right now, another 0 for 2 on extra points. That one hits the right post and is going to come back. So 0 for 2 on the point after. It's 12-7. But the home team, for the first time tonight, takes the lead as we are in the waning moments of this second quarter.
Yeah, nice job by the Hartford offense, driving down the field, even when it was 1st and 20, overcoming some penalties. They got the touchdown out of it. Great job by the Canes on that drive.
Great drive here as now they take the lead here. This crowd in Hartford, at Hartford High School, liking that one. A little bit quiet for during that drive. And what we'll do is we'll take this TV timeout. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Back here at Hartford High School as the home team, Hartford Hurricanes have taken the lead for the first time. 3:05 left to go in this second quarter. They lead the Tigers of Middlebury by a score of 12-7. And number 43, that's Hunter Perkins, getting ready once again for the kickoff for the Hurricanes. Ball at the 40. Here's the kick. Again, not very far here for Hartford. Only gets about 15 yards, and that's going to be good field position to start off for Middlebury as they are going to start on the Hartford side of the field, just on the Hartford side of the 50.
Stay tuned at the end of today's gridiron matchup for the Ramonto's Brick Oven Pizza Play pick of the game. Ramonto's Pizza, always fresh.
49-yard line is where they're going to spot this for Middlebury. As back under center is going to be number 18, Andrew Gleason. So far, not a bad night for the senior quarterback, as he's going to hold on to the ball. And that wasn't a great play for Gleason, as he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And looks like about a 3-yard loss for Middlebury. It's going to bring up about 2nd and 13.
Yeah, and Chris, and one thing that's interesting about this matchup, over the last 10 years, either Hartford or Middlebury has been in the Division I championship 9 out of the 10 years. And again, this year, one of these teams will move on, as this is the semifinals. And Hartford has won the championship 5 times, but not since 2012. And in the last 3 years, Middlebury has been in 3 championships winning in 2013 and 2014.
Gleason, hands off. Going to be brought back to the original line of scrimmage. It looks like by number 11 was the ball carrier there, Simon Fisher for Middlebury. Some great stats right there. Last time Hartford won it was in 2012, you said. So this is a great matchup as Middlebury has gotten far for 3 years after that. These two teams close records. Hurricanes 8-1 overall record. Tigers 6-3. Right now, Hurricanes are leading 12-7. Under 2 minutes left to play in the second quarter. Gleason with the ball. He's going to air it out. He's under pressure. He's going to be brought down. He's back up on his feet. Brought down again. Big sack from Hartford. Yeah. Number 46 there, I think it was, who was at least in on the play, Justin Koloski, but a huge loss for the Middlebury Tigers as they are going to start all the way back behind their own 39-yard line. And that's going to bring up fourth down. They're going to have to punt this ball away.
Yeah, absolutely. That play, Hartford just forced them to punt the ball. And now the Hurricanes are going to have just over a minute to try to drive down this field, maybe put some more points up if they can. I mean, this locker room, this Hurricane locker room is going to be very excited. And
we talked about good field position that Middlebury had off that kickoff, but now after the punt, it looks like it's going to be Hartford with the good field position. Back deep is going to be number 12, Tyler Hamilton. And when we say deep, not very deep. He's going to be standing about his own 36. It is going to be looks like 31, Jacob Bockerman with the punt. He's standing back at his own 25 for Middlebury.
Yeah, and like you said, Chris, they had very good field position, but looks like the Hurricanes defense has changed some things around. They've been very successful so far after that opening touchdown.
4th and 22. High snap, but he gets the ball away this time, and it's a decent kick. It's going to come all the way back down and take actually a neutral bounce right down along the 29-yard line. Finally touched up by Middlebury about the 27 of Hartford. So that's where they are going to start. Their drive, 1:12 left to go in the second period. They lead 12-7. We'll take this TV timeout. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. 1:12 left to go in the second quarter. Hartford leading Middlebury 12-7. Hartford has the ball out of the shotgun now.
Oh,
right up the middle. Here come the Hurricanes, number 43. That's going to be Hunter Perkins again, still on his feet. And he's finally going to be brought down with some decent yardage right around the 47-yard line. Big first down play for the Hurricanes. And you had talked about that Hartford has just over a minute to play. They're using their time wisely. Still just over a minute to play, and a big gain on that play.
Hey, local sports fans, the new YCN Sports Talk, co-hosted by Jeremy Stout and Dave Collins, is every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. And my YCN Sports Wrap is on Fridays at 7:30 p.m. for weekly highlights of high school sports in our region. YCN, your local view.
I want to thank the Hartford Booster Club for having the concession stand open and doing the 50-50 raffle.
Timeout on the field, so let's take this TV timeout. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Welcome back to Hartford High School. Just over a minute left to play in the first half. Hartford leading 12-7 after a big run by the Hurricanes. They've got 1st and 10 just on their side of the 50. Snap again, airing out the ball. Going to be caught by number 11, Nick Porter, and he's still on his feet.
Did he make it out of bounds?
Looks like he did indeed, I think, make it out of bounds, which would be good. Right now, the clock is stopped for moving the chains either way, but we'll see if he was able to get out of bounds to keep that clock stopped. 52.4 seconds left to go in this first half. And there's the whistle. Clock is stopped, so he did indeed get out of bounds. They're going to make a little bit of a change here. Off the field is going to be Nick Porter. On in his place looks like Jack Elder, number 9, I saw come on, I think, for the first time tonight. He's going to be lining up on the left side. Once again, out of the gun is Gavin Farnsworth. He's got the ball again and is going to throw across the middle. Nice pass And he's in for a touchdown. Hartford with the touchdown here. And who is that? Number 28, Cody Rhodes again with the ball. He's going to give Hartford a big lead here. 46 seconds left in the half. 18-7 for the Hurricanes.
Well, what a great job by Farnsworth finding Rhodes over the middle. Made a nice, strong, straight throw right where Rhodes could catch it. And Rhodes running to the end zone, getting tackled, but was able to get the ball in. This Hartford team has really turned things around since the first quarter.
18-7 right now, and going to see about that. Actually, they're going to keep it on the ground for the conversion here. Not going with the foot. Going to come around to the near side, rolls out, and it's going to be caught.
Ooh, yep.
For the conversion. And trying to see who grabbed that. 2-point conversion. That gets them almost back. Number 21, Jack Wozniak, with the conversion on that. 20-7, Hartford lead heading into this second half.
Yeah, what a great job by Wozniak and Farnsworth rolling to the right. Could have ran it in himself, but found Wozniak for the 2-point conversion. They really needed that one because they had missed 2 extra points up to that point. They didn't want to try for a third one. Went for probably the more successful play, and they converted, got the 2 points. Now it's 20-7. This Hurricanes team is really heated up here in this quarter.
A little bit of a slow, sluggish start here for this Hurricanes team. Like you said, heated it up. Definitely needed that on a cold night, but just seems exploded. This second quarter has been all Hartford as they are going to line up again. It is going to be Hunter Perkins kicking the ball off to this very quiet Middlebury Tigers team in the stands on the other side of the field. Right now, not much movement there. 46 seconds left in this first half, and this Middlebury Tigers team just probably wants to get into the confines of the locker room and try to really figure out what went wrong after they got on the board. After that, it's been all Hartford. Here is the kick, and now a good kick here for the Hurricanes. It's going to come all the way back down, and it's going to roll just inside. It will be a touchback, and beautiful kick. Almost landed there on the 1-yard line, but we're going to start from the 20. Here comes the offense once again for Middlebury.
Tune in to YCN's Outside Television in high definition on Comcast HD Channel 713 or Channel 21 for all the outdoor adventure.
Outdoor adventure tonight. Definitely a little bit cold here in Hartford at Hartford High School, but the Hartford side of the field here, very, very hot. 20-7, 46 seconds left to go. This is going to be Andrew Gleason again, trying to get his team fired up as it's going to be handed back and brought down for not much of a gain right there. Is going to be number 41, Spencer Carpenter, looks like getting the call on that. Not much, though. 2nd and 8 as the clock ticking. 26 seconds left to go. As once again, this is going to be Andrew Gleason under center. Remember, they will get the kickoff to start the second half. They did defer after winning the toss at the beginning of the game. Pushed forward now, just on the other side of the 30. They're going to spot this at the 31. Clock is still running. Now it stops, but now here we go. It's going to start running again as the official giving the motion, and that's probably going to do it here. As, nope, they're going to call a timeout. Maybe one more play. Clock is stopped at 2.8 seconds. I think they may put a little bit back on there as a little bit of a mismatch here on the field and on the clock. But 2.8 on the clock right now. One more play before the teams head to the locker room for the half. Again, right now, 20-7. Hartford leads over Middlebury. Going to spot the ball right about the Middlebury 29-yard line. 1st and 9. Probably going to put some time back on the clock, a couple of seconds at least.
It appears where the spot of the ball is not quite enough for a Tiger first down.
And as you heard the field announcer here, just short of a first down. So it'll be 2nd and 1. Time has expired on the clock, and that is going to do it. So didn't get able to get a playoff here before halftime. Teams will head to the locker room. 20-7, Hartford lead. And as the teams take their break, we'll take our break. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Halftime, 20-7. Halftime here at Hartford High School. The Hurricanes leading Middlebury by a score of 20-7. A first quarter that seemed to go Middlebury's way, but then a second quarter explosion by the Hartford Hurricanes puts them on top and a comfortable lead heading into the locker room for that first half.
Yeah, Hartford looked, they couldn't run the ball in the first quarter. They couldn't get much going on offense. They had a blocked punt. Middlebury looked very strong. But then toward the end of that first quarter, in the entire second quarter, it's been all Hartford, and running backs Cody Rhodes, Tyler Hamilton, they've really been the workhorses so far for the Hurricanes, especially Cody Rhodes. He's had a number of very long runs, a couple of rushing touchdowns, and Gavin Farnsworth, the senior quarterback for Hartford, has also been very accurate tonight. Hasn't thrown the ball too much, but when he has, it's been pretty successful.
A couple of other names we've said. You mentioned Gavin Farnsworth. Also in there on a play was Jack Wozniak. He had a nice play there. But again, Cody Rhodes was the name we said a lot. Had that big play across the middle and that big gain, and then, of course, punched in that last score to give a nice, comfortable lead here for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, they're looking good so far, and you know they missed a couple of extra points, which could come back to hurt the team, but they decided to go for 2, get the 2 points. They converted. Now they're up 20-7. And really in this second half, I mean, I think they have to keep doing what they were doing. They changed up some kind of game plan that was clear, and they've been successful, but they've got to be ready for Middlebury to change up their game plan, which I'm sure they're going to do.
At the end of that second quarter, it looked like Middlebury was a little bit confused as to what they were doing, and it kind of ended on a sour note for the Tigers, but they will get the kickoff to start the third quarter. They deferred the opening kickoff to the second half, so they will have the ball first when we come back. Right now at the half, 20-7, Hartford leads Middlebury. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.